Hey guys, welcome to the Fun Indian Guy channel. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're doing fine. And in this video, we are going to talk about this amazing startup from Indonesia. And I think it will be very interesting also for the Indian context. It's a consumer research startup called Populix, which just got funded $1.2 billion. As you can see here on the screen, Indonesian consumer research startup Populix gets 1.2 million in pre-series A funding. We will talk about what does this startup do and how they are solving an amazing problem, how they are bridging the gap between innovation in developing countries like Indonesia, and we'll talk about the whole service and how different stakeholders look like and exactly what they're offering and how interesting is this new business model. We'll talk about it briefly in this particular video, but before we do that, let me quickly introduce myself to the new people here. Hi there, my name is Suyok, also known as the Fun Indian Guy. I'm a service designer, filmmaker, musician, podcaster, and a founder of an innovation company called Futuring Now, and this is the Fun Indian Guy channel where we talk about creativity, design, innovation, lifestyle. And as I have these different backgrounds and experiences throughout my life, I try to merge them together and work as a creative strategy innovation consultant on different projects. And with Futuring Now also, we are helping a lot of individual startups and different corporate brands to innovate using this amazing different co-workshops and techniques which we create at Futuring Now, and that's what I've been doing. With that said, let's jump to the video. We are talking about Indonesian consumer research startup Populix. We're gonna jump to their website. This is their website. I've converted, or let's say translated, this website to English so we kind of understand, be part of innovation of the day and get attractive prizes. That's what they are doing. This is a consumer research startup, and we will talk about why research is important and everything related to that. These are the 3 things they have mentioned here on their website. Opinions have a positive impact. Your voice can be an inspiration to make innovation happen. Free time becomes more fun. You won't feel 5 to 10 minutes if you do fun and useful activities using only your cell phone. Okay. Third, attractive rewards awaits you. Collect rewards from each study you take, as many as you want. How does Populix work? Okay, this is a bit misguiding. It's not very clear to understand. They're talking to the users. But before we go to that part, we must jump to our drawing board and understand what they are doing here. So let's talk about Populix. So for any company to grow, they always have growth strategy, and a good growth strategy or a good company grows on the basis of understanding their customers, and the customers can be from various backgrounds, from the various demographics, psychographics, depending on your product. But knowing your customers better is one of the key elements to grow your business or to have a really amazing solid strategy. And when it comes to customers, feedback or getting insights directly from the users is one of the nicer ways to understand your service better, to understand if you're performing well, if it's efficient, if it's solving a problem right, or if it's creating problems unnecessarily. To understand all of these bits, it's very important to understand what your user think about your services. So that has been very important thing. So with these insights from the users, you generate a lot of data banks, and with that data you can drive your company forward. But what happens when it comes to developing countries like Indonesia? You do not have such rich data around. You do not have enough data to build your hypothesis on, to build your strategies on, and that's very crucial to have, and that becomes a huge problem. This also becomes a problem in turbulent situations like what we are in right now, because all the data which you have gathered, let's say till 2020 first half, will not make as much sense right now as it did back then, because the whole world has shifted. So the data is very important, and it's very resourceful, but it won't work the same way it would have worked when the data was gathered, because the whole systems are changing. So not having enough data, or not having this live updated data, useful data, can be a very troublesome thing to grow a company or to deliver or to launch a new product in new market. So that's where Populix come in the picture. So what they did, they saw this particular gap between the market, the research, the consumer research, the user research, and innovation. And that's why they created this company, to join these dots, to have research ready, or let's say innovation ready consumer research data which companies can use. So what Populix is doing with this is basically they are using data to drive innovation. They saw the data will be very valuable to put the innovation ahead and to help different companies grow. You will need a lot of consumer data, and how they are doing it, they are creating this Populix service, which is basically an app as we can see here on the App Store. This is an app. No, we don't want to translate this. Let's just see it here. So they have this nice UI app for users, which is where they are taking the whole consumer research data from. So this app is basically showing different surveys, which is nicely done. It's upfront. Everybody knows that it's a survey, but they have created it in more fun way that you enjoy the whole process. And it's not only the surveys; they have multiple other things involved in it. So the whole experience becomes more interesting for you as a user. So they are bridging the gap of not having data by creating data. So they are asking users, as we saw on their website, they are inviting users, the normal people of Indonesia, to come on this app and be part of this fun, engaging different surveys which are there. So once people have go through these surveys, they get live data, and they have a huge user base in Indonesia now. So even if they get, let's say, 50% of people to fill the survey for that particular study is one survey chapter, they still have enough data to understand live what is going on and what people want. And with that data, this useful data, they trade it with bigger companies, or they already plan the data gathering for the companies, so that companies can strategize on the basis of this consumer data. And what people get out of it, the people who fill the survey, they basically get a lot of rewards. They get, I think, upfront money for that, some reward points, some discounts, some tickets, movie tickets, and something like that. And people are enjoying it because it's just 5-10 minutes of their work, and they are able to generate a lot of revenue through this. I've seen it already in a lot of reviews here where people are talking about how they're able to make money. And that's why the whole website is centered towards the users, because users, as more the users on the platform, richer the data, and more solid data points to drive strategies for innovation. So that's how they're keeping it interesting for the people. Once the data is with the big clients of the Populix, they can build on the top of it, and then they can grow their own business. Let's say a company wants to launch a new coffee product in particular region. They can design the survey with Populix around that, roll out the survey, get the insights from the people, real people, potential users. They can also, hopefully, I don't know the back end of it, but mostly they will be able to, with the given technology, they'll be able to narrow down the exact which people they want answers from, their target audiences, and they can roll these surveys, get more insights on top of it, and then decide whether to launch that particular product, or whether to change some of it, or whether to launch it at some particular time. And that is going to be very, very valuable, not only for like a big giant companies, but also for the local companies, because they can also generate local consumer research data for a particular business. I don't know exactly how the B2B side works for this particular service. I just saw the service, I read through it, and then I tried to break down this particular service and how it works. But so far it has been very, very, very interesting. So that's how these guys, Populix, are able to bridge this gap between not having data and then having super rich data to innovate upon. And this looks like a very promising model also for a country like India, because here also we can generate a lot of rich data. So you can have growth strategy, knowing your customers better on the basis of live surveys, which are not really because the experience of surveys is also very, very important. It shouldn't be boring. It should have engaging feel to it, so that you get more organic and authentic information. It shouldn't be just like tuck. I really do not care about the outcome. I just want to finish it so I get the reward. It shouldn't go into that sector as well. So the company has to be very careful with that. And I think whatever I read across, it looks like they are able to generate these surveys into the app in a very nice and fun and engaging way while getting rich information. So I guess that's all from this particular video piece where we talked about Populix, this amazing startup from Indonesia. I hope you found some sort of value out of this, and if you did, I'll be super duper happy about that. With that said, guys, let me know if you want me to cover some other companies or startups in terms of understanding how the service works and understanding the strategies and understanding these new ideas and new business models like these. Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, just wait for the next one and you will have some other interesting stuff coming on the channel. With that said, take care, stay safe. Make sure you're safe, your people around you are safe, your family is safe, and then keep building new things and keep building amazing fun things for you. And while you do so, make sure you have fun, because that's the main thing why we do everything. And yes, I'll talk to you soon through the next video or a live stream on the Fun Indian Guy channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe and hit the bell icon, because we are doing a lot of interesting live streams where we are exploring these topics, and it's fun to have you guys around while I do this deeper dives into different topics. Or you can also catch us on Daily Ish Pod, the podcast by the Fun Indian Guy, where we talk about, again, creativity, design, innovation and lifestyle. With that said, guys, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.